They're coming to get you, Barbara.
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
I like to dissect girls. Did you know I'm utterly insane?
I am the devil, and I am here to do the devil's work.
We have such sights to show you.
Who's laughing now?
I'll drive you crazy. I'll kill you all. I'll be the nightmare you ever had. I am your worst dream come true. I'm everything you ever were afraid of.
They're here.
There we go. How you doing?
Hey.
Hello, everybody.
Awesome. All right. Thank you all for joining us today. As you can see, we have some incredible guests here today. Now, there's a very important question I got to ask up top. Do I go by, is it Ghost Babes? I'm going the Ghost Babes. Does it have to have the?
It's just Ghost Babes. You just call us Ghost Babes. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Not as formal. I like that. Keeping it laid back. All right. So how's Lawrence? How are you doing tonight?
Official and old. What?
Say again?
You're pretty official. What are you talking about?
That just sounds so like formal. That's what I'm trying to think of. Formal is the word. We're not very formal.
I feel that. As you can see, I have a T-shirt hung up behind me, so formalities are just a thing of the past.
She worked so hard to make it look this way. I mean, there's so many practices.
Fish stuff. Nothing really fancy.
I like your fish. What kind of fish you got?
Betta fish, the little glow ones. I have one in my bedroom too.
Aww.
This one's name is Skittles.
Oh, that's cute. If we were at my apartment, there would be rat cages behind us.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
That's
I have 5 rats for pets.
Aw.
Mm-hmm.
I love rats.
They're
adorable.
They're so
I like domesticated ones.
Yeah, me too.
The ones in my attic, I mean, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with them other than kill them because, I mean, sorry, but I don't want my dogs to get sick.
No, they chew through wires.
So bad because they're so smart.
They are so smart.
They are very smart.
They're so smart. Mine are smarter than me. They outsmart me all the time. Except for my mouse. Fievel, he's not very smart. He just lives on a little pirate ship.
Oh, Fievel. I love that Paramount.
Sounds smart to me. I would live in a pirate ship if I could.
I call him my little fluffy goldfish because he lives in a fish tank and he's got like a pirate ship and like a skull that he likes to crawl in and out of. He likes to poke his head in and out of the little eye holes.
That's cute.
He's a fuzzy little guy.
He just sits in my hand and I pet his head and he's just like, yeah. That's it.
I kind of love that. That's like a real life fairy tale right there. Well, got the pirate ship going on and skulls and adorable creatures that will sit in your hand. Yeah, it all plays out into a very good Disney movie right there.
Exactly. I tried to give Fievel a happy ever after, I guess, because the whole movie was kind of sad. He did go west though. I did take Fievel to West Texas.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, we've got to do this proper, guys. We do have a little bit of a tradition on this show.
Okay.
And we would love your guys' help with it. Lauren's got a question for you.
Yeah, I have a would you rather that I do every night or every Thursday. Would you rather be able to possess or your soul possess the bodies or be a ghost that wanders the earth? So basically you can possess anybody's body or your ghost just kind of wanders around like wherever you want to go.
I don't like people, so I just want to wander.
Wait,
there you go.
Can I possess multiple people, or do I have to pick a person?
Oh, I don't know.
That was a good question.
I don't know. It's up to you. What do you think?
I totally would love to possess people if I could just, because what if I could pick different people? It'd be so fun. Jumping in and out of people's bodies. That seems like some very ghost shit though. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, like the movie Ghost or whatever.
I
bet I would torment people.
Yeah, I just want to be a banshee, a white lady that just scares little kids. And
You're
a harbinger of death.
You want to be an urban legend.
Yeah, I want to be an urban legend. Can I just be a cryptid instead?
Okay.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah. Or would you be like which urban legend would you want to be, like the jilted bride that haunts a ballroom type thing, or the Lady of the Lake style, or I guess you want to be a banshee. You just said that, so that makes sense. Because you have all the different urban legends.
I mean, if I had the choice, I'd be a toilet ghost. I would haunt the bathroom.
Myrtle.
Why did I think of like
Myrtle?
Yeah, and I would make like nasty fart sounds, and so they would blame it on other people and be funny.
A spooky
I
and
just want
hilarious.
to jump up and make people shit themselves before they actually got to the
Well, I mean,
toilet.
that's convenient. They're already on the toilet, so if they shit
No, I would get them
themselves.
before they get in the toilet.
There you go.
See, my understanding would be
toilet.
like they're about to go to the bathroom and you hold the lid down on them so they can't.
So it's like the toilet's eating them. I love it.
Oh, there you go.
This is another horror.
I thought
New fear unlocked.
Wait, do you mean holding the toilet down on them, or holding the toilet down so they can't open it?
You know what's funny?
Neither one's terrible.
When I heard you say that, holding it on them, I thought like some kid's head in the toilet with the seat down like this.
Oh,
Like,
no.
really
Oh,
bad.
I'm not a bully.
No,
Aww.
I would leave the kids alone in the touching department, just the spook department. Just be like, oh,
I'm not
and
gonna
then be
haunt.
no, run away.
Yeah, I would haunt nightclub restrooms.
There you go.
Ah, yes.
Yeah,
And they'd be like, "Dude, you were just drunk. That didn't happen." That.
See, that goes into my answer. I would wander the earth. I wouldn't possess people. I'd just be able to, float around and fuck with people wherever I want to go.
That sounds like. Where would you wander, or do you just want to go anywhere?
Just anywhere. I mean, depending on the limits of ghosts, I don't know. Can we hop continents? How does that work?
Yeah, no one knows for sure. So
Yeah, that's actually where.
Nosferatu did it.
yeah,
You could do it.
I guess so.
Ah, forgot about that, dude. That's a good foot.
Ooh, there's a little bit of an echo, maybe. Sorry, I can hear it on my end too.
I'm starting to get a little bit now. Hello.
I turned it down.
Okay, perfect.
Is that better?
Alrighty. So, guys, put it in your comments, please. Let me real quick. Richard, Patrick, John, Gary, Patrick again, and Emily. How are you guys doing tonight? Thank you for joining us and already starting to comment. Again, we do have Ghost Babes here in the house. Wonderful paranormal series that you can find on YouTube. The link is in the description right now. So I don't want you to leave, but I do want you to hit subscribe. So catch 22 on that one. Do it at the end, please. But don't forget at all. All right. Do it. I'm very pushy to tell you to do it today. Because I've been watching them all day and I love it. And I wanted to kind of go over. I have a bunch of questions. I don't want to take Lauren away from Lauren, but I got a bunch of my own questions. So I'm gonna start taking the first one. Sorry. The first one is just a simple, how did you guys meet? Like, how did this become?
That was one of my questions as well. Let me cross
We
that out.
met backstage at a burlesque show, and she offered me apple.
Crown Royal
apple whiskey
out of a flask.
Richard Nettleton.
In the comments.
That is exactly how I was like.
I'm bougie as hell. I don't deal with regular Crown Royal.
No.
I like the Crown Royal apple.
Yeah.
Yep, he's your man.
And I think you had a bottle of Fireball in your bag. She's always got the booze.
Always. I'm never without.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
That's how it's got to be in life.
I think you were doing what were you? You were doing a 1920s. That was a 1920s themed number, and I was doing cabaret.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a very weird show for us. And the next one, you were a vampire and I was Mars Attacks.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I guess before we go further into the paranormal, can we talk a little bit about the performances? Like where maybe people can find you for those as well?
Yeah.
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 I mean, you're the producer, so.
Oh, we do a monthly show in Deep Ellum in Dallas. If you're ever in Dallas, Texas, we perform at Wits End every third Saturday of the month. And then we also kind of perform around, and I also perform with Mad Monster, which is a horror convention, and they go to like Charlotte, North Carolina, which I was with them a couple weeks ago. And they also do Arizona as well, and Phoenix.
That's awesome.
That is incredible. That's a good spread right there. That is awesome.
Yeah, so we're there monthly. It's a good time.
Yeah, we have a show this Saturday.
Actually, we have a show, yeah, in 2 days.
How fun.
Yeah.
How far have you guys traveled doing this? Like, what's the furthest?
Well, you've traveled the furthest.
For me, I would say probably California. I've also been to Ohio, but that was for a sideshow. That wasn't for burlesque. I didn't do burlesque in Ohio, but I was in California. I've been to Arizona. I've been in North Carolina. I've done burlesque in like Oklahoma, just like New Orleans, just places around there. But yeah, I'd say California or Ohio are the farthest places. I don't know which one would be technically farther. They're different directions.
I haven't seen a map in a minute.
I would have to Google it. Yeah, there's no way I would know.
I was gonna say I haven't seen a map in a minute. I don't know.
Yeah, I got to perform at Son of Monster Palooza one year, which was really awesome. Wow. Yeah, I did my creep show number where I come out of I have it with another one of my friends, and she's usually my Fluffy in a box, and I feed her bones, and we do it to If You Want Blood. That's and she wasn't there. She couldn't get to California, so I did it by myself. So I was Fluffy in a box, stumbling around with this mask, trying to make sure that I didn't like fall off the stage. It was fine, but it was like I couldn't see anything.
Oh no!
And I had to make the box in my hotel room too. So trying to find all that stuff in California.
Dang, that's impressive though.
That really is.
Yeah. That sounds ridiculously difficult, but to make it work, that's awesome.
I somehow managed to make some pretty crazy things happen.
This is why we get along. We both do our best under pressure.
We're very resourceful.
It's so weird. The pressure is on, something breaks, something happens. We're like, all right, let's get our creative gears going.
If you're like, hey, JD and Matilda, we need something in 2 weeks. We're like, yeah,
we can do that. Yeah,
and then we'll wait until the night before. And we'll give you our best product.
Yeah, it is like the best thing we've ever done.
Some people just do so much better under pressure.
Cool. I don't know if you guys.
Here.
Hi, Patrick.
I'm about to say, I think that's an inside joke right there about ranch dressing.
Yes, I have an act.
Explain that.
Yes, I have a burlesque act where it's like a New Year's resolution act where it's making fun of New Year's resolutions. Because, nobody ever keeps their New Year's resolution. It's like really rare if you do. And, most people's is like working out and eating healthy. So I do like a little workout routine at the beginning, and then there's like a salad bowl on stage with spinach in it, and I try to eat the spinach, just dry spinach, and I'm like, ugh, gross. And then I get out the ranch dressing, and then I start pouring ranch dressing in there, and then I taste it, and then I just put it all over my body. That's the whole routine.
At one time I used my body and a machete to chop up your head of lettuce.
Yeah.
Wow.
We recycle.
I use my body as a cutting board. Just take the lettuce.
There you go.
Yeah. Looks really wrong. That's what I did.
Hey, you said it. Resourceful.
I agree. And that's the best cutting board. I mean, careful, cutting yourself, but still, I'd say that is a genius way to do things. It livens up vegetables.
Yeah, and the audience enjoys it.
True that.
I could see that working. I got to catch a show sometime. I got to get back to Texas. I got to go. Even if you're in, from California to Ohio, wherever you might be, I got to catch a show. I really do.
Even if, we meet you somewhere or we go see a show somewhere in the middle.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen. We
want to travel and explore different haunted places around the country anyway. So it could be a stop in the area.
Yeah. So Lauren, I'm gonna let you take the next question, and then we have one in the comments. So I'm gonna let Gary go after Lauren.
So for those that are watching who are not familiar with your YouTube channel, what is basically the synopsis of what you ladies like to talk about? Like just like a basic rundown of your show, like a you know.
Well, our show is a paranormal investigation show, so like Ghost Hunters or Ghost Adventures, you know, all those types of shows.
It's us in a dark area with equipment trying to talk to dead people and dead things, and me usually picking on her
and looking for goat men
and antagonizing her and looking for goat men.
Yeah.
And
hey, we pick on Miguel here. It's cool.
What?
I said we pick on Miguel here. It's okay.
Yeah. It's usually me being like, if there's a spirit here, will you poke Matilda in the butt?
Yeah.
Or grab my ass.
Yeah.
And ghosts don't like me, apparently.
No. Well, not every ghost is going to be smart. It's not their fault. They're dead. But you guys are talking about ghosts, antagonizing you. Lauren's just telling you that she was just mean to me. That's all she's telling you.
No, I'm mean to her. No, ghosts. No, it's me.
Ghosts always want to catch these hands. They always want to catch these hands.
They say the meanest things to her.
Yeah.
She gets threatened.
I was watching the season finale, and that was crazy.
There was one that was graphically talking about how it wanted to rip her open. I think did you put that in the footage?
Shred her.
Shred her.
Yes.
Okay.
He wanted to shred me.
And one called me mouthy. That's the worst it's ever happened.
Shred her. Are you sure it wasn't just
nothing called remember? No, that's what I'm saying. Nothing. No, one called me. No, it called you a bitch.
No, at White Rock. At White Rock, you were talking, and then I said, "Shut up," and then I said, "Bitch." After that,
you said, "Shut up." I said to you, bitch. So it didn't tell me a bitch. It called me mouthy.
Okay.
It called you a bitch. It called me mouthy.
I'm trying to make you feel special here.
My favorite episode. Well, I'm okay with it. Just thinking I'm mouthy. Maybe the ghosts think I'm funny. I don't know. No, my favorite episode was when we went to Calvert. No, it wasn't. Was it Calvert?
Yeah, it was the Calvert Vault. Are you talking about the one
with the vault with the bugs? We were so scared of the bugs. She has severe arachnophobia. The best footage we didn't even get on the camera, which was her trying to get out of the woods with all the spider webs.
Oh no! You know those big orb spiders?
Little orb weavers.
Orb weavers. They're beautiful. I like looking at them from afar. Don't want them anywhere near my face. We were trying to get out of the tree line, and there was a bunch of them just spanned between the trees.
While we were doing our investigation, they were just building webs all around us. And I'm freaking out over the tree roaches.
And I'm freaking out over spiders.
She's like keeps yelling at me, "What's wrong with you? There's spiders." And I'm like, "Look at the roaches."
Yeah.
Then we saw one little field mouse. We heard all this like rustling in the trees, and she's like, "What the hell is that?" And we look over, and it's like this little mouse.
Yeah. He was super cute.
So they got at least one little glimmer of cuteness amongst a bunch of damn bugs. Like,
so when it was time to leave, she took the tripod and like pulled it out,
and I used it as a machete
with the good flashlight, and then she took off and left me in the darkness.
Okay.
And we couldn't find our way out because it was so heavy.
Yeah.
So
was there a contract beforehand? Just like if shit goes down, everyone for themselves?
Well, if there wasn't then, there is now.
She took my mag light. Like I'm the one with the good flashlight and left me with like the little mag light.
Mags are really good flashlights.
Don't worry, I bought a new flashlight, so that won't happen again.
I always have to take equipment from her. She'll end up with all the equipment. She's like, "Give me that. Give me that." I'm like, "Can I have some equipment? I'd like to look like a professional too. No. That's my camera."
I just like playing with it.
Oh my goodness. All right. I'm gonna put Gary's comment on here real quick. How do you repel spirits or an entity from possession, hijacking / taking over your body when you're armed with this knowledge?
Oh, I'll go get it. It's on my shelf right here.
I am always the one I walk in and I say, "Hi, I'm Janie. It's nice to meet you. We're here to do an investigation. We mean you no harm." And then I always say, "Thank you for everything. Have a great time. We had a great time. You cannot go home with me. You must stay here, and goodbye." And I've never had any problems.
I spray my.
I don't know if that works for everybody.
Yeah.
I think this is why they don't like her.
I spray myself with every time before we go out. I spray myself with the Sage Smudge and Protection Dragon's Blood and Sage spray.
I will say,
you hold a little closer.
It smells good. It smells like moon water and sage and dragon's blood.
It smells like a metaphysical shop.
Like a good metaphysical shop, not a stinky one.
Why would they stink?
I don't know. Some of them do a little stinky.
You never
And
know. Yeah.
that's why I think nothing bothers me or like says anything to me, because I don't do anything. I just am polite.
I just don't want them to
Our
follow
camera
me
guy
home.
our camera guy wears a cross, and they always follow her home.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Do you think the nice smelling stuff is actually, you know,
Ooh,
like, hey, come on down?
No, it's the fact that I'm an empath. That's what it is.
Okay.
They
So
like
you're already
sucking that
susceptible.
energy out of you and using it to manifest, and they like to follow that.
I like hearing her
energy.
stories the next morning.
Oof.
Yeah,
Ooh,
things
How did
standing
you-
over my bed is my favorite.
How did you ladies learn how to do this? Like, is it a gift and then you build on that? Or is it something that you just kind of have to be taught, like, how to do? Or is it, like, I don't know, more intuitive? Like, I don't know.
I don't actually
you guys
think Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I don't think I particularly have any gifts. Matilda does. I mainly just became very fascinated with the whole process and the equipment or what we use. And I mean, I guess I've always kind of had experiences, but I never really thought that I was like anybody that could like communicate or anything like that. I've never actually seen a spirit. But I've had some very creepy experiences throughout our whole investigation and my entire life. But I always went on like group investigations, and I always like to stay at the most haunted hotels. And I watched like the Travel Channel as a kid, and I would always like look at all the haunted. I've just always had like a fascination. I'll start with the Amityville horror, and so I just kind of wanted to go out there and see what it's about. That was what it was for me. It was more like a fascination than anything. I wanted to explore and see what I could find.
Yeah, we both have been ghost hunting for a while, even before we met each other. She went on those ghost hunting tours at like the Crescent Hotel.
Yeah, I've been to
all
the
that.
Crescent in Jefferson
And
several.
And I've always done it pretty much on my own. I used to live like 5 minutes from Goatman's Bridge growing up. So I would ride my bike to Goatman's Bridge and just sit out there and talk to ghosts all day. It was fun because I was a very lonely child. But as far as the gifts go, I was born with it. It's in my mom's side of the family. We all have it. Some of us choose to ignore it and not exercise it. And then later on, they don't see anything. And then some of us, like myself, do exercise it. And, we just chill with it,
Maybe that's
You
why
know-
they don't like me as much. It's because I don't have the gift. I have to use tools.
Yeah, that's what it's saying. It's like when you have the gift, they want your attention all the time. Like all the time. Yeah.
I was gonna say, my husband and I were just yesterday talking about how DNA in the womb is absorbed, like the fetus absorbs the mother's DNA in the womb. So you just naturally have, I mean, of course, yeah, it is half DNA from the mother and half DNA from the father and all that. But everything that the woman does is absorbed in the womb. And so of course, like there's generational stuff that passes on, so that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And
And
also
also,
and like being passed on, like that's really cool.
yeah, and the more that you go out there and you go looking for something, and the more you investigate deeper into it, the more intuitive you do become.
Mhm.
So you actually are opening up. It's like I took a tarot reading class from this man, and he was talking about his girlfriend was like a voodoo priestess. It was talking about how when you open yourself up to things, you become more intuitive, and the more you look into it, we all have some type of gift inside of us, so we just kind of shut it off and don't explore it. And the more we actually go exploring into it and digging deeper, the more you start to understand it and are able to communicate and more open to things. It's kind of like that kind of happens in a lot of horror movies too.
Yeah.
When they start to investigate things and they become more involved in them and
build on
it starts
itself.
to infiltrate their lives more,
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Yeah. All children have the gift of some sort or form. Like some can remember past lives, and then some can see spirits, some can feel them or hear them. But all children are born with that to some degree. And then once they hit puberty, that ego comes in and they start walling that off. That's when the imaginary friends go away and all of that stuff. And
that's part of
Wait, those
yeah.
are supposed to
how
go-
you're raised.
Yeah. If you still have an imaginary friend, I got to tell you, it's probably a spirit, honey.
All right, I'm gonna grab a few comments from here real quick. Charles is gonna start us off right here. I'm curious if the ladies have done any exploring or reading up on the Ed and Lorraine Warren cases.
I'm very careful with Ed and Warren Lorraine
Mm-hmm.
because there is some evidence that they have taken advantage of people.
They sound like frauds.
And they're over sensationalized. That's why I don't use the word medium, is because Ed and Lorraine really messed that word up for the rest of us.
Really?
It's sad. It's sad because they were my kind of like gateway into the whole paranormal.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun to learn about.
I was fascinated by Amityville Horror. And of course, like I was reading this book when I was like 10. So as an adult, not so much into the Warrens. Plus, there was that whole scandal about Ed's mysterious lover or
mistress that was locked up in their
basement and was a teenager when they met.
No, that was a spirit. It was not a. It was not. No.
It was Annabelle.
It was a real person. Real 14-year-old.
He was the first person to marry a doll. It's okay. Okay.
I mean, there's just too many. There's too much scandal surrounding them.
Yeah, I don't like being associated with them. I mean, they're fun to learn about, and it's kind of like your ghost ABCs right there.
Yeah, it was like I said, it was my entry.
Yeah, it's everybody.
Yeah.
You know, like when you learn about the Enfield poltergeist story, the actual one, they're not really involved whatsoever. Yet the movie just depicts them as some kind of superhero couple that comes in and saves all these Brits from the evil ghosts. And I'm like, it hurts my heart because it could have been such a better movie if you just go to the actual story. I didn't
watch it.
And I mean, I love Al, man. Don't get me wrong; he's a great actor, but could have been so much better.
I've watched all of the Conjurings except for I haven't watched Malignant yet, but I heard that one's terrible. So
I forgot it even came out already. Damn.
Yeah, it's already out.
I'm mixed.
Everybody I know who's seen it is like, not as good as the Conjuring movies, and I'm like, ooh. No, I don't know about that then.
Unfortunate, yeah. Let's see. Matthew says he got his from his dad, but I will always ignore anything I see. My dad told me as a kid, if you pay attention to them, they won't stop. I guess that's how you want to. If that's what your intent is to not see that, then that's a whole different case.
Like. I had a lot of people ask me on TikTok because I commented on somebody's TikTok. They work in a hospital and they also have the gift, and so they make a bunch of like funny TikToks about spirits in the hospital and stuff. Ooh. And I commented on that TikTok, like because her TikTok was there was a ghost of a patient in a room just staring at her, and she's ignoring it and just like going to where she needs to go because she doesn't want to mess with it. She's working. And I'm like, well, as an empath, just let you know, they know you know. You don't have to look at them. They know you know. Mm-hmm. Like, even if you try to ignore them, they know. Because they can see your demeanor and your aura and all of that. And it changes when you're scared. It changes when you have fear. It's kind of like when a dog can smell fear on you. It's kind of like that.
You literally give off pheromones when you are happy, sad, scared, all of those things. It's a real. That's
why your dog sniffs your crotch when you come home from work.
It sounds funny, but you're right.
It's true. That's right.
They do it to each other. They sniff your crotch when you come home because that smell, the smell that you're giving off, determines your mood, and so they can tell what kind of mood you're in.
I'm just so glad I don't have to tell that way,
And it's really important when you're going investigating to have a pretty level mood, because if you're in a bad mood or if you're in a sour spot, you can get some pretty gnarly negative attachments.
It's like a mushroom trip. Yeah. If you're in not a good place, you shouldn't do mushrooms.
Yeah, exactly. You should not go paranormal investigating.
I like John's comment. He's our cameraman.
He's got to put up with that. That's hilarious.
Excuse me. Whatever, John.
Yeah, he's our cameraman / bodyguard.
Do you remember when he broke the drone? Or he thought he broke the drone?
Yeah, he thought he broke the drone. I thought that man was going to cry.
He was starting to cry.
I thought he was going to cry.
He got a drone
no.
to do overhead footage for our new season, which we've started filming, but we had to halt because of COVID.
Yeah.
Which is we've got some pretty awesome episodes coming up. We
Yeah.
spent like 7 hours in a cemetery.
Yeah. We're still scheduling shoots, so we're still going to air this year. It's just going to be a little later than it was the last season.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. But he got a drone and we went to Galveston. He was going to do it over the cemetery and he hit a tree.
No.
I can't remember what he hit, but it bounced off of something, and then he was like about to cry, and I was like, "Oh my god, you okay?
It was
You
fine.
okay, bro?"
It was fine. His drone's fine.
Because they're expensive, so I don't blame him.
I would have cried too.
I would be fucking bawling.
So we all have our equipment that we like that is our pride and joy. Like we each own
I
like
can't
one.
imagine. I would be so upset.
Yeah. So his is the drone. Mine is my Kinect cam,
Mhm.
and yours is what?
The spirit box.
You have the spirit box.
Yeah, and the IR camera too.
I have an IR camera too.
Yeah.
That spirit box, by the way, sounds terrifying in every video. Like,
so when we went to the Hill House,
yes,
we did the spirit box session with Toby, where he starts saying like evil is coming, and then started saying something I thought was Latin, and I had flashbacks to the Evil Dead and asked her to shut it off. The people that own the house, because they watch us the entire time and they were giving us like EVPs and stuff, they were like, what kind of speaker did you use? And we're like, just the one in the house. They're like, it's never sounded like that.
Oh.
They were like, that was horrifying. Because we went out there on Devil's Night, which is probably unwise.
Well, it made for an awesome episode.
It did.
There's hours and hours of footage that she couldn't even get through. Like she couldn't watch it.
No, I was about to cry.
So much
the
bad
entire
stuff
time
happened in that house.
Because I was just reliving the whole situation all over again.
I got like punched.
Yeah, you got punched in the cooter. That was fun.
Okay,
Not
yeah,
at
I
the
remember
time.
that.
I was scared for you at the time, but I got aggressive there. I was like, "Don't you dare touch her!" But yeah, no, ghosts will try to touch you and punch you and all sorts of stuff, and it's not fun.
I got mad and stormed off and said I was over it.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
And I was
didn't blame you at
I'll
all.
be in the kitchen drinking Topo Chico if you need me.
Yeah,
because the kitchen was anointed.
Yeah, it was anointed, and it had I think it had like sigils and
evil
symbols.
Spirits couldn't get in there, but like other spirits.
It was like a protective room. So
I have another question.
Mm-hmm.
What is your favorite era for ghosts? Like,
what do you mean? Like the ghost died in a certain era?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I didn't know how else to word it. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to think.
Is there like a certain like time frame that you've noticed these ghosts are from?
I've always wanted to.
It seems like they don't go past the 50s.
Really?
Like the 1950s?
Some do.
I don't see any from like the 60s or 70s or 80s.
I don't know. I think
mostly because we probably investigate like old hotels,
old places. Yeah,
I think a 70s cocaine ghost would be fun.
Like
Like he died of an overdose in a club bathroom. You know,
if
that would
I
be
was,
fun.
I would like haunt the club bathroom, and then when people come in there to do lines, like blow their lines.
That's evil.
There you go.
Oh,
just
diabolical.
put a fucking handprint and all
Straight
that.
edge. Just yell straight
Yes,
edge.
exactly. Just put a handprint in it.
Straight edge.
I like Lauren's handprint.
Yeah.
Fancy, yeah. You wouldn't be like if the coke ghost did come to you and like, oh, you want to
Coke ghost.
are you going to partake, or are you going to say, nah, I'm not into that ghost, get away from me?
I'm not gonna deny a ghost. I'm just kidding.
I've never done cocaine before.
Just trying to be funny.
Well, I mean,
I feel like that would be an interesting story though. I tried cocaine with a ghost.
I already
It also sounds like a Tom Waits album or something.
I already take Adderall, so I mean that's like the same thing, right?
It's like, yeah, it's a little,
For my
little
ADD.
different.
I don't take anything.
You
I
don't
can't
have to
imagine what I'd
take
be like on drugs.
15 pills a day, do you?
No, just 115 milligram. It's like the lowest dose you can have.
It's like, as long as you're not crushing anything up, you're good. You're good to go.
No.
I'm actually with Janie there. I don't do any kind of drugs. I will drink. I don't do any drugs though. But
I don't even drink. I quit
okay,
drinking.
No, mine's prescribed, so mine's not even considered a drug.
No, that's not. Yeah, that doesn't count. Yeah, that's not a thing.
I don't do anything. I don't drink.
She's straight
I
edge.
don't eat meat.
Okay, keeping it very pure then.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
very nice.
Yeah.
The ghost though, I think I would if I was gonna take a chance, it's gonna probably be with a real chance, a huge story. Then that'd be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, see, Matthew agrees with me. Thank you so much. Ghost Coke could be fun.
I mean, I would consider trying coke with a ghost. I mean, like that's a once in a lifetime thing.
True. You don't have to do the whole line. You can just do a little sniff.
Just a little ghost line.
Is that how you do it?
You don't even have to do it. It's the ghost line.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Oh,
I like the new ghost because I don't feel that old.
oh man. Richard asks, any Devil's Night or Halloween plans for this year?
Ooh, the veil.
We are not sure yet.
We're not sure yet.
Janie's in the middle of moving, so until that's done, we're not going to schedule anything. So
Smart.
I mean, I will be in town for that spirits thing.
Oh, that's right. We're going to the Spirits cocktail hour in Dallas, where it's like a spooky themed bar.
Are you taking off the week? Matilda usually takes off the week of Halloween because that's her time.
Yeah, I'm taking off like a couple of days afterwards.
My anniversary is Halloween. My wedding anniversary.
That's awesome. Did you do like a spooky wedding?
My dress was black, and he wore like an Assassin's Creed jacket. So I don't know.
That's cool though.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, very nice. All right, so Lauren, I got a couple more questions. Can I go next? You got another one?
Yeah, and then I'll ask my question after you.
Appreciate it. So we just talked about the Hill House episode. That was definitely more intense than I've seen a lot of other shows out there get. Like it was definitely something raw and real, and you could feel it while you're watching. I don't know if this is already kind of covers this question, or if this would go into it more. Which is your most memorable episode? Either that one or maybe the next most memorable that you've had so far.
I don't know. They're all memorable for different reasons.
Oh, do you remember the very first episode?
Oh, yeah.
I was out on the porch. I went to get a jacket because I was cold the whole entire time. Because I'm always cold. She's always yelling at me to go put a jacket on. I'm usually like wearing like 5 or 6 jackets.
Yeah.
And I went outside and there was a train going by and then it stopped and I went to take a picture across the street and I felt this warm breath on my neck.
Oh, yeah.
And this thing, like this male voice, like raspy voice whispered the word kill in my ear and I could feel it on my neck and I freaked. And I like ran in and I couldn't even open the door and I got in there like, what is wrong with you? You look like you've seen a ghost. My whole face was like drained of color and I couldn't put together full sentences. I was not right the rest of the night.
Yeah.
That was probably one of the most horrifying experiences. Plus I was worried I was going to kill all my friends. I've seen enough horror movies to know that that's usually how it goes. Everybody lives. True. She's alive.
I'm alive. Or am I? Or am I a
No,
ghost?
she's not a ghost. She's solid.
You didn't know you were a ghost the whole time.
Yeah.
It's like you got Shyamalan twisted? Oh, no.
We're just living one giant M. Night Shyamalan.
M. Night Shyamalan.
M. Night Shyamalan movie, which if that's true, I don't like his movies. So
I don't like them either. I'm actually a plant right now while you guys are ghosts. Oh, man, this is a terrible.
Well, these are my boobies.
No, that's true.
I wore my boobie shirt for you guys.
That's true.
Tonight.
They're ghost bees that glow in the dark.
They glow in the dark too. It's like my favorite shirt. She hates it because I'm like, hey, look at. I also have boobies on my arm too. Can you see them? I guess you can't. I have a ghost tattoo with boobies. It's upside down.
I got boobs on my arm. Hold on.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Wait, let me see yours first.
Oh, do you have them too? I want to see yours. Show me your boobies.
No, I mean, she has.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. So I was at a horror convention not too long ago, and somebody was talking about how they're like, someday I want to be important enough to sign somebody. And I was like, you want to sign my boobies? And he was like, I do. And I was like, here you go. So he wrote an initial on each one.
Cute.
Wonderful. Oh,
So that's my new thing. You can sign my boobies.
I kind of love it.
I'm not sure. I can't help it.
Yeah.
Memorable episode. I still stick by the ball. I like watching her get tortured by spiders.
Oh,
It's probably our least scariest one. Also, it's funny because we thought we didn't get anything, and then the spirit box was making fun of us the entire night.
Yeah, that was funny.
I think we amused the ghosts.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are entertaining me, so
Good. Yeah, I think my most memorable would be either Hill House or Goatman's Bridge. I think those two are pretty
You got an attachment at Goatman's Bridge.
I've had an attachment from Goatman's Bridge since I was a kid.
That was where it kept saying Satan through the spirit box.
It likes to freak people out. That's his thing.
I would say my least favorite, since you didn't ask, but I'm going to say it anyways, probably Lake.
Oh, White Rock. Yeah, that was kind of a dud.
We did it because we live in Dallas.
Yeah, there's a legend that there's a white lady of
the lake. And she'll like try to hitch a ride with you. We had some really creepy experiences there.
Yeah.
But it's just so sad over there.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of suicide, and it's really sad.
Yeah, a lot of suicide, a lot of body dumping, things like that happen out there. So it's kind of...
Well, I'm just wondering if we should go there for Frightmare next time.
What? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if we should go there for Frightmare next time, though, then, because we'll be in Dallas.
You should come in like a day earlier, stay a day later, and we can all go like film like a special Ghost Babes, Girls Gore and Gin episode where we all go paranormal investigating together. That would be so
I
fun.
would love that.
Like a crossover.
So much fun. Well, the next convention is in April.
Yeah, it's back on track. So I'm bummed we didn't see each other this year. I saw you like I think a couple years ago there. I remember. I think there's a picture of us all together.
I want to say
yeah.
But I also I never take enough pictures. I'm in like 0 pictures.
You were in it.
I got one of you from like far away, and then you were behind me in one of them. No, I'm kidding.
That's always the fun part about Frightmare. It's like, where am I? Like you random photos of you pop up everywhere, and you're like, oh, there I am in the background. I'll get tagged, and it'll be me walking by going.
Oh no! They catch you with that just weird feel, and all of a sudden. So that's how I look from now on.
Oh, there are so many photos tagged me from conventions where I'm like,
oh, I wish.
Oh,
I did a weird question.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying.
Sorry,
like,
Lauren,
what were you saying, Lauren?
Oh, I had one more question.
Mm-hmm.
What is your favorite portrayal of ghosts in any film you've seen? The way that they make ghosts out to be in certain films, like because there's different versions, right? Like the spooky ones, and then the ones that just need closure, and then there's like,
the most accurate for me is all the background ghosts in Haunting of Hill House.
The original one?
No, the Netflix series. I'm sorry.
I like the original
the Mike Flanagan version.
Yeah.
There's all these background ghosts that you don't notice in when you first watch it. And then the second and third time you watch it, you start seeing more and more background ghosts because they're kind of like camouflage into the background.
Right.
That's how they really are. They just kind of hang out in the background and watch you and watch the environment, and they rarely interact with each other. And when they do, you're oblivious to it. So it's kind of a cool. That's why The Haunting of Hill House affected me so deeply. Is because
the TV show, right?
The TV show, okay. The Netflix series, yes.
The
Mike Flanagan one. That's the most recent one, Janie. That's the one.
I couldn't get into it.
That is the most accurate interpretation as far as how ghosts are, and then as far as like the ones that were like grabbing people and like doing shit, like that was for effect. But the one where Nell's in the background or next to her casket in the funeral home, saying, why didn't you see me? That happens a lot in funerals. I don't like that.
Yeah, that made me so fucking sad. Like,
Yeah.
Sad.
It's really sad because the
me
family
out.
can't see her next to the casket, and she's standing next to her casket, and she's like, "Why didn't they see me? Why can't you see me?"
That's sad.
Man,
Yeah, a lot of
are you guys
ghosts like
afraid to be? Are you guys afraid to be ghosts? Like, do you think that everyone
no.
becomes a ghost, or
No,
like, is it just?
I have zero. I mean, I have zero fear of the afterlife.
Oh, mine's poltergeist.
I have fear of death,
Ooh, I love
like a
poltergeist.
painful death, but I don't have a fear of afterlife because I've seen things. So.
I just want to die a really awesome, exciting death. I don't want to go in my
You're
sleep.
the opposite of
Like,
me.
I want to
I
die
go out of my
jumping
sleep.
out of a plane on fire.
Into a volcano.
Yes, and then fall and survive and then
Jump
talk
from
about
a plane into a volcano.
I
want to give
your
something
parts
people
go
to read about the
everywhere.
next
Rains on
day.
people.
Yeah.
I have
Or
said
become a
this
Werner Herzog
multiple
documentary.
times.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry.
Oh my god, my 50th birthday. If I make it to 50, because I'll, let's see what happens first. I'm gonna fight a bear. That's gonna be my birthday gift when I'm 50.
Yeah.
If I make it, if I
What do you
win,
mean you're gonna fight a bear?
I'm gonna fight a
How are you
bear.
gonna fight it? Okay, are you gonna box it? Are you
A
gonna
trained
wrestle it?
bear?
Are you gonna like challenge
In
the
Russia?
hand-to-hand combat? Do you get a weapon, like one weapon only, no
Are you
guns,
gonna-
only like an axe?
Yeah, definitely no guns. That's not fair.
Yeah, that's not fair.
If
You
he
don't
can't
use
use it,
guns.
I can't use it.
That's what I'm
So
saying, no guns.
like some kind of claw situation. So we both got claws.
Ooh, can you
It's
have
about-
badass armor?
That's it. I don't. That's
armor?
fair. The bear doesn't technically have armor. He's got fur.
You
and he's
could
got
give the
thick
bear
skin.
armor.
Wait, where are you fighting this bear?
Oh, there's ways. Okay, don't.
No,
don't
I
question
need
me.
details.
He's gonna go to a
What's
zoo
happening?
and like
Universe,
jump
do you
over and
think
be like,
this
let's
is
do
going
this
on?
bear.
In Russia, anything's possible.
That's what I'm saying. Is it Russia? Are you
No.
traveling to
I
Russia?
still like picturing him doing it
Domesticated bears?
at the zoo.
Yeah.
If I can't do any of that, I'm gonna take Patrick's advice here. I'm gonna fight the very hairy.
Hey, so yesterday, Patrick and I went Halloween shopping, and he did buy a Chewbacca costume for $13 from Ross. So he might have you covered. You would be able to
I appreciate
He is a
that.
big dude.
Oh.
And he makes horrible sounds in his sleep. It's horrifying. Don't ask me how I know.
What's your favorite ghost movie?
Poltergeist.
Oh, that's right. It is Poltergeist.
She just said it.
Come to the
Yeah,
later. I know I threw it in there while you were talking. I was like, by the way, mine's Poltergeist.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I heard her trying to squeeze it in. I like Poltergeist.
Don't forget me. I'm still freaked out about the dude eating the meat and picking the maggots out of his face.
I'm
Oh, I
sorry.
love that.
25
scene,
years
though.
later.
Mine
Oh,
was
so wonderful.
the scariest moment for me in that movie was the coffins coming out of the ground.
Come to the light, Carol Ann.
That was some good
That's
stuff.
why
The
you
coffins.
don't
Ooh.
fuck with
Yeah.
Native Americans. Well, indigenous people. Don't fuck with their shit.
Did you see the Cursed Films episode for that one too?
No.
Oh, that series was so good on Shudder. They did Cursed Film
Oh, I haven't
series.
seen that yet.
Yeah, it's very sad.
Those movies are so cursed.
Yeah.
Do you actually believe in that a film can be cursed like that, or a film series can be cursed?
I mean, look how many people died.
I think that if you invite bad juju into your life, you're able to get bad
You're
juju.
susceptible to anything that you allow.
Like if you use like
Yeah.
real skeletons and shit on set,
They said that was actually a relatively common thing.
you are asking
actually
for some
is,
bad
yeah.
juju.
Or what?
You can, for the record, you can totally use my skeleton on set.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah,
If I
I mean
die.
that's different, but like
I did
I
have
wanna be
a
turned
movie
into a
idea. It's called the
tree,
Ghost or the
hopefully.
Ghost of the
Fertilizer.
Boobies.
That's a pretty
Yeah.
common thing. I'm sorry, what'd you say, Miguel?
I did have a movie script I wanted to pitch you. It's called The Ghost of the Boobies. I'm gonna need to borrow your body and your T-shirt. Yeah. So whenever you're ready to be a skeleton, we'll take care of that then. But not anytime soon.
No. I mean, I always say before I do something stupid, I've lived a good life. It's cool.
true.
Like I've done almost everything I wanted to do. I'm just making new goals at this point.
True.
Nice.
There we go.
I like it.
I mean, like everything that I achieve is on a small scale, obviously.
Oh,
Small things.
Oh.
I try really hard.
Everything adds up.
yeah. But for your question about cursed movies, I totally believe that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of your intent. The same way, Jane, you were talking about when you leave an area, you ask them not to follow you. It's like, oh, we've had a great time, thank you so much, but this is it. It's the end of the line for us. I think stating your intent in life really does affect your outcomes
Setting
around.
boundaries.
Yes, setting boundaries.
Yeah, manifesting
Definitely.
goes both ways, both negative and positive.
I'm all about the boundaries. Learning.
100% get that. Gary, no, I will not fight a kangaroo, brother. It's got to be a bear or nothing. Sorry.
Ooh, can we throw a kangaroo in like Mortal Kombat style? Like if you defeat the bear, can you wrestle the kangaroo next?
Oh, here's the plan. Because 50,
And can you
if I
throw
win,
some tables and chairs in there?
then yeah, it has to be then. Then it's just silly if it's not. Come on now. But if I win at 50, at 60 I'll be fighting a great white. 70 is gonna go to a gorilla, and then so forth, so on.
I like how you step it up a notch as you get older. They're like, I'm only gonna age in badassery.
There you go.
I was just thinking, the older and more feeble you get, you should start just fighting someone your own age. And they should just start letting old people like
You're
fight
gonna
to
go to
the
Fight
death
Club.
with their bare hands.
Well, now you're talking crazy. This took a realm of a whole different. Yeah, Lauren,
You're gonna start a podcast, a Fight Club podcast, where you fight things, and you're gonna be like, it's the one we can't talk about.
it's got very poor ratings.
Welcome to the
no one listens.
podcast we can't talk about and you can't see.
I'm sorry, I just started picturing old Miguel fighting himself as old Miguel. Just
Well, you know what? That would be a very interesting fight. That's all I could say.
Is that I like how you punch. I picture that's exactly how I see him punching too.
Yeah, it's a little more, a couple of those too, but
I don't know, maybe I feel like that's how I would punch.
It's like a do the hustle punch. Is that what that is? Or,
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Gary,
Matthew Taylor says a fight for your Medicare benefits.
Damn.
so every old person you beat up, you get to absorb their benefits as well until you have proper health care.
if you fight a bear, you have now been approved for Medicare because you're the stronger one.
And then every elder you fight after that, you get to absorb their benefits. We just came up with the next reality show.
You can get their Social Security too. There you go.
I think we might have said something very bad into the universe because this might become a thing. Oh no. I'm gonna guess back on content. Gary asks, the crown is kind of the crow is kind of cursed in a way. Does that count? I would say yes. That was a unbelievable freak accident. For oh my goodness, his proper name, Bruce Lee's son,
Brandon Lee.
Brandon. Thank you so much. Yes, that was a horribly sad story to a really good guy, and probably completely traumatized the whole cast and crew for that.
Yeah.
There's rumor that it was the Chinese mafia that wanted them both dead, but either way, who knows?
Oh, I think it was like the whole family was cursed, right? Essentially.
Yeah.
Isn't that what it
Well, yeah,
was?
Even from Bruce Lee, his parents were mentally ill. And
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah.
I love you, Richard.
Richard, that's an excellent way to go. Yeah, if I'm calling also that. And Brian, brother, yes, I would never fight you. That would not happen. I'm not going to steal your benefits. I promise. This is terrible. And then Emily says the whole family but the sister.
Yeah.
Wow, that's just crazy though. Whew. Intense. Now, all right. So we are coming close to the end, and I want to get back on topic at least a little bit here. And I don't want you guys to have to give any spoilers for the new season, but is there anything you can tell us about that you are very excited for people to know?
Yes. And if you would also like to promote or plug anything that you have going on, like your Instagram, Facebook, everything.
Okay.
Well, our Instagram is Ghost Babes, and then our YouTube channel is also Ghost Babes. It's Ghost Babes channel. And then we also have a Facebook page that is also Ghost Babes. It all has like the same like icon thing. And then I guess our most excited thing to do for this next season is just to finish it.
No, we had a really great session at Demon Road at the St. Martha's Chapel Cemetery.
Oh yeah.
We encountered some insane spirits. We got so much activity on our Connect Cam.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then we did an episode at a record shop.
Yeah, the record shop was fun. I saw a cat.
Let's go.
Is it a ghost cat or is it just a regular cat?
Yeah,
Either way, I'm excited
They
for
feed
you.
the strays
I was
outside.
looking. We're ghosting, but so they have like a camera where they feed the stray cats, and they have a possum that comes up, and the whole time we're like, "So, is there any spirits here?" And I'm like, "Is the possum here yet?"
Kidding?
Yeah. We filmed a couple of really great episodes, and definitely the Demon Road and Martha Chapel Cemetery is going to be really good. We were out there for like 7 hours in Huntsville, Texas, filming that,
And then we had to drive all the way back to Dallas.
I went to Houston.
Oh, that's right. You went to Houston.
Which is only an hour and a half past. I
Yeah.
got me some Whataburger and then went to Houston.
Boom.
You gotta get that
Nice.
Whataburger if you're in Texas,
Yeah.
And then
I do
also we have social. I'm on Instagram at Janie Slash and Facebook at Janie Slash as well.
And then my Instagram is Velvet Mystique, and that's because that's my burlesque name.
It's really cute. I love it.
And you can also follow our burlesque troupe, Deadly Sins Burlesque and Sideshow on Facebook as well.
All right, Deadly Sins it is. I like it.
Mhm.
All right. And then Emily throws out there to check out the grave of Smiley in Garland.
We've looked at it, but we haven't checked it out. That's the one where you lay on the cemetery at midnight. Like you lay on the grave at midnight and it's supposed to have something grab you.
Oh.
I haven't been out there. There's been some stuff we've been kind of looking at.
Yeah, we've been looking at locations and stuff like that. But like I said, we got John's getting married next month.
Ah, very nice. Awesome.
And then you're moving. I just moved in to this house. And I'm still restoring it, and we're still doing our burlesque stuff. So everything's kind of up in the air right now. But we will
definitely have it out before the end.
Yeah,
of the year.
we will definitely.
And
have it out
we'll make
before
the
end of year.
announcement on our Facebook page.
I will have
as
a
well, so
trailer
follow
out and
us.
everything. It'll be a grand old time.
Yeah, it may only be about 5 episodes instead of 6 this time. Possibly.
We'll see what we can get
We're gonna see
done.
what we get done.
Yeah, it was just very difficult with COVID last year and everything.
finding places
We
to
couldn't-
investigate.
Yeah, we couldn't travel. We didn't feel safe enough to do indoor shoots.
Right.
Understandable, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you
doesn't
ladies
like
just
summer.
let
I
us
don't
know,
like
and
the
we'll
heat.
promote everything we can for you guys.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, of course, yeah.
And thank
We
you
should
so
have
much
you
for
guys
having
back.
us on.
We got to have you back on for like a premiere party if you're up for it.
Yes,
check it
that would
out.
be so fun.
Yeah, that would be fun.
And we need to do the crossover next time you're in Texas.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
got to meet this
together.
John gentleman because it sounds like we have a lot of similar stories to deal with.
Yeah, you and
Crazy
John are
ladies and their
probably
awesomeness. Yes,
Yeah.
I would love
You
that.
guys can like bond and wrestle bears together. Whatever it is you guys do.
That's all I want in life. Anyway, sorry.
You want to be a
Oh.
Werner Herzog documentary too?
I took a course of his, and I love Werner
Wait,
Herzog.
you took a course of his? Was he your teacher?
It was a master class, so you only got like one live segment of his. So I got asked like one question one time.
What was your question?
I don't even remember what it was. That's how unimportant it was. It was not a good question. It was those
Did
moments.
he tell you it was not a good question? Because I feel like he'd be like, it's not a good question.
In the voice of his, you have
hate
wasted the
teachers like
opportunity. The sun does not smile upon you, Miguel. Yeah, no, just he was not that waxing and poetic.
Oh.
He was just he's a really good storyteller and filmmaker. So I was super happy.
Nice.
But let's wrap this up, guys, with making sure you hit in the description the Facebook and the YouTuber there. Also Instagram. I apologize I didn't put that, but it is Ghost Babe. So go over there, guys. Do us that favor and get ready for season 2.
Speaking of our Instagram, by the way, everybody, I'm having some issues getting logged into it. We may have to make a whole new one. We'll let you know what's going on with that.
Is what it is. Don't worry about it.
If we do, it'll have something to do with Golden Empire Originals. So,
Yes, the name will probably change a little bit.
yeah, we'll probably change the name a little bit, but we'll let you know. I'm gonna
Yes, thank
see
you.
if I can do some account recovery shit.
Fingers crossed. But nonetheless, guys, it was wonderful having you both on.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us too. I'm so sad that the other girls couldn't be here, but unfortunately, shit happens,
Yeah.
We can't always do the shit we want to do when we want to do it. So
Well, thank you for having us on. It was great talking to both of you.
Thank you so much.
All right, everybody. Y'all have a great night out there. What do you call it? We will talk to y'all soon. We'll see you next Thursday with the new topic. Another guest is coming on Tuesday for Girls Gore and Gin, Arizona. And more of that to come. A lot more of that to come, guys. So have a great night and see you next time.
Absolutely. Bye, girls.